Hello everybody, welcome back to the new video session. Today in this video session I am going to deal a key answers of consumer protection, the test which you already attempted in Google form. Let us discuss those questions and answers. First question, who are consumers? Any individual, one who purchases, one who uses for their personal, all the above. The answer is all the above. That any individual, one who purchases for their personal use and not for the resell or wholesale purpose. So those customers, those people are called as a consumers. So answer D, all the above. Second question, who are not consumer? A. Resellers and retailers. B. Manufacturers and producers. C. Distributors and wholesalers. D. All the above. Answer is all the above. Because the resellers, one who purchase the product for reselling into the final consumers, similar as a retailers will buy a product from the wholesalers, whereas wholesalers will buy the product from the producers and the manufacturers. Similarly, the distributors, one who will distribute the goods to the wholesalers. So it is like a chain system. So all the above, they will not use it for their personal purpose. So for that reason, they are not a consumers. One Consumer Protection Act implemented. A. 1949, B. 2002, C. 1986, D. 2013. Answer C, that is 1986. Next question. If traders and manufacturers practice any illegal trade, who protects the rights of consumer? A. The Contract Act 1872. B. The Consumer Protection Act 1986. B. The Sales of Goods Act 1930. D. The Partnership Act 1932. So the answer is B. The Consumer Protection Act 1986 will protect the consumers from these illegal trades. Suppose a trader and the manufacturer is exploitation of any consumers or forcing of consumers to buy their brand or product. So each and every rights of the consumers are protected under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. As well as the Consumer Protection Act will also protect the interest of the sellers or manufacturers. So the Contract Act 1872 will deals only the contract related to the business, and any other contract non-business also. The Sales of Goods Act 1930 only deals with the selling of the goods between one party to the another party, where the contract may be existing or it may be on the future goods or a future contract. Next, D, the Partnership Act 1932 only deals a partnership business. Fourth one, fifth one, the primary aim of Consumer Protection Act is A, only eliminate lengthy lawsuit. B, only protecting consumer rights. C, either A or B. D, none of the above. So the answer is either A or B. So it will protect the consumer rights as well as it will eliminate the lengthy lawsuits of the particular complaints. Next one. Which of the following are the rights of the consumers? A, right to safety. B, right to be informed. C, right to be heard. D, all the above. The answer is the D, all the above, because it is a right of a consumer to see a safety while purchasing some electronic or any gold or any agriculture products. They have to check the safety. Right to be informed, that the seller has to inform each and every terms included in the selling of the product, and also consumers must get each and every information, right to be heard. The same thing, they have to, if the consumer is putting any case against any seller, so government has to hear their voice and give some particular justice to their complaint. Seventh, which of the following is not the responsibility of the consumers? A. Responsibility to encourage illegal business. B. Responsibility to be aware. C. Responsibility to speak out. D. Responsibility to complain. Answer is A, that is responsibility to encourage illegal business is not a responsibility of the consumer. So if they are feeling it is illegal, they have to protect the other consumers. So for that reason they can raise their voice against that particular business who are conducting illegal, who are in the practice of illegal or any fraud. And it is a responsibility be aware of any product and any informations related to the product. Whenever they want to speak out, they have to speak, and their responsibility is to complain related to the any illegal or any exploitation of the consumers. Next question, that eighth one, standard certificates given for electronic product is BSI hallmark, agmark, ISI mark, FPO mark. That is, ISI mark is given for the electronical product, whereas BSI only for gold, egg mark agriculture product, and food processing. This one only given for the food related, means the food products. Standard certificates given for the food products is egg mark, BSI hallmark, ISI mark, FBO mark, that is D, FPO mark, which is given for the food product. So food processing organizations will means industry will provide a they will check the quality of the product and they will provide a certificate for the food product organizations. And also this AGMARK, BSI, ISI, that is AGMARK is only for the agriculture product, BSI for the gold, ISI only for the electronical product. Next one, 10th one. Which of the following product are certified under AGMARK? Gold products, electronic products, food products, agriculture products. So answer is D, that is agriculture product. So under under the AGMARK, that all certified product will be agriculture products. So similarly for the gold, BSI hallmark, electronical ISI mark, and for FPO for the food products. Which of the following products are certified under BSI hallmark? Electronical product, gold product, food product, none of the above. So answer is B, that is gold products. If you have any doubts related to this, you can reach us by the WhatsApp. Thank you.